Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Still the one that turns my head. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. I look at your face every day.
Hell froze over today. I didn't get nothing wrong. 10:21. Welcome back to this 19th day of March. It's a Tuesday in downtown Albany and throughout, of course, the Riverbend region. Jamie from SoCal Soul. How is everything going for you today?
Doing wonderful.
The excitement building?
It is building strong, yes. All the things.
Well, 1.5 thousand people are interested in the grand opening of SoCal Soul Plants and Gifts. They're going to be open 301 North Main Street.
You got it, in Edwardsville.
That's a nice spot.
It's a wonderful location.
So before we get into the grand opening, all those fun details, I love how you got into this business. Take me through how you decided, you know what, horticulture is for me.
Right. So years ago, working in the corporate world, they started a community garden, and I started sneaking out there, helping as much as I could, and really found it therapeutic. Ended up getting a garden at a home later on. Loved vegetable gardening, but then around here, there's so many months you can do it, and then it gets cold.
Right.
So then, welcome houseplants, and then COVID, right?
Right.
So you need something to do, and it was just a phenomenal kind of transition. And I don't even want to tell you how many plants I killed to get to this point, but it's part of the journey, and I want to encourage anybody out there, don't give up.
That makes me feel better.
Right, dude, you got this. I promise. I promise.
So I had this outdoor, I got to tell you this, just because, it helps. My therapeutic session, I had a 7.5-foot sunflower. Okay, it was beautiful because it was the only one that grew because I planted them all too close together. You know how that goes. And I didn't know nothing. But Jamie, I thought, how beautiful would morning glories be, and all of this. Bad idea. I had my sunflower in the rain. Have you seen Caddyshack?
Oh, yeah.
When the storm comes. That was me holding on to my sunflower, being choked by morning glories, trying not to get struck by lightning. Then I gave up on the outside plants and focused more on the internal side of the home.
Yeah, you're like, I'm over this. Seems like a lot of work.
What was your first big project for planting for your outdoor garden? I got to ask.
Well, the house we moved into had a 1,400 square foot garden space. The woman who owned it prior had just done a beautiful job. Fully fenced, wisteria entrance, little white picket fence, gorgeous. And I just thought, what the hell, right?
Right.
I'll buy some tomato seeds, we'll plant them. And it was just kind of I don't know, God's graces and a sense of humor. It all kind of worked out. And they kind of trick you, right? That first season, you start to believe, I can do this.
Yep.
Without knowing anything. And I just dove a little deeper. And then after COVID, I decided, okay, let's go back to, I quit the corporate job, went back to school for horticulture, started researching how could I do this full time? How could I turn that passion into a career?
Now, I got to ask you, because I've been in this situation too when you do the career change, and especially if you've been in the corporate world for a cup of coffee. What was some of the reaction when you said, you know what, I'm going back to school?
It was mixed, mostly supportive. I've got a really excellent circle of friends and family. I mean, there were definitely people who were like, oh, okay, and just just not sure,
right?
And a part of me was like, oh, okay, too. Can I do this?
Right?
Am I gonna do this?
It sounded great at the time.
Wonderful, right? So yeah, going back to school at this age is different. It's fun, but shout out to Southwestern Illinois College, their horticulture program. They've been phenomenal. The department head, Kurt Range, all the guys there, the teachers, the students, just a really great group of people.
Really cool. And now, when you were getting through school with horticulture, when did you decide on a storefront?
Pretty early on. The trouble was I saw it in my mind, but there was nothing around here that really spoke to exactly what I was looking for. There's garden centers, there's plant areas in Home Depot or Walmart, but I started traveling a few hours outside the area and I found plant shops. And I was like, oh yeah, this little niche environment was just amazing. And so I started getting ideas on how I could formulate something here, and slowly but surely, thanks to Google, YouTube, all the things, you kind of just start piecing it together.
I love it. Now, have you had a soft opening yet?
We have not. I'm doing a little family friends thing Friday night, just a thank you, a ribbon cutting, and then we're just diving in.
This is cool. I love it.
Let's do this.
I love how you're thinking here. Well, take me through the shop. So whenever someone walks in on Saturday for that grand opening, what are they going to expect?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so when you walk in, first of all, it's a beautiful historic building, lots of brick, high ceilings. We had a fabulous gal put up a mural on the right-hand side, so you got this great kind of beachy mural going on there. But to your left, it will just be shelves of plants. I mean, curated succulents, house plants of all kinds, so pet-friendly, low-light, all the things covered.
Yeah.
Succulents. We have a potting station, so a potting bar where you can bring your plants in. If they're overgrown or have issues, we can repot them for you. If you find something in shop, we can pot it up for you right then and there. Find like a really awesome, custom planter and then just a fabulous plant. We'll put it together for you. So
I'm 100% in. I am 100% in. Well, and as you were looking, I mean, when you said that, because if you go through some garden centers, yeah, they might have, hey, pet-friendly once or twice, but to really go into a storefront where you're talking to a horticulturist that can give you those answers, plus the selection you have is it's really cool to see that.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it, right? I want to make people feel comfortable, whether this is your first time walking into a green plant type environment where you're curious, but you're just like, I have a brown thumb, I kill everything, I don't know what to do, versus, the people who've been doing this for decades who can run circles around me with what they know, but they're enthusiasts and they love it. So I want everyone to feel welcome and have a place to just kind of chat and learn more.
You're 100% right, Jamie. I mean, this really is for the gardening experts in our lives, but also for the for me, I just bought my first house last year.
Oh, congratulations.
When I went into Home Depot, it's like, I want to buy all this stuff to make it look really cool on the outside because there's, some work to be done, but I don't want to go in and buy maybe something that's not perfect for that soil or it's not right for the other plants next to it. And then on the inside of my house, listen, I know you guys like your poinsettias, but I can't have those around my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there's so many things that you don't realize about
the details.
plants. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's part of it. It's just having a simple conversation. Tell me what your environment's like. What's your lighting, right? Because a lot of us, you're going to have to supplement with a grow light. Simple enough, but let's talk about that. And like you said, with succulents, ignore them. They thrive on neglect. They want to be bone dry. Like, if you have a lot of love to give and you have a thirsty plant, a peace lily is your friend, man. Like, I'll help you out.
We're going to get this done because seriously, I feel so bad. I waterboarded my succulents, feel like,
No kidding. Well, you're not the only one.
Do you have a favorite type of house plant?
Oh, excellent question. So I love the basics. I think like snake plants, sansevierias are highly overrated, or I should say underrated. I love them. I just think they're fabulous. They're easy. They're like my number one recommendation for first timers because they can handle a variety of light conditions. They can get super dry. If you're going to get something a little fancier, you can't go wrong with a Monstera. They're just classic and beautiful, and all the variegations they have now, it's just fun.
Really cool. And I wanted to ask you that because you kind of were talking about variations, because I didn't realize all of the breeding that's done with plants and all the different types of hybrids now. Has it really kind of blossomed the last decade over the different types of varieties?
Well, and it comes full circle, too, because I've talked to some people who've been in the industry for decades, and a lot of these plants that are popular now, they had a moment back in the day, and then it just kind of fell out, and they were just common again. But it's risen back up, and COVID, like I said, it had so many people searching for ways to do something a hobby, something healthy, something green, and it really allowed everybody to get back into it and to flourish again. So.
Really cool. And one too, Jamie, what I think's great is, whenever you have a store, I always think it's great to have something different too, just in case, hey, mom and daughter are going in to go look for mom's garden or maybe mom's house plants, and all of a sudden the daughter doesn't really want to go do plants. Mom, come on, why do I love the fact that you got macrame hangers, some jewelry, some different things for maybe someone that's not the green thumb in our lives, but it's going to support.
Absolutely. So on the flip side of things, outside of the plants, you have just really amazing products and just handmade items. So I have a macrame gal who everything's handmade by her. I have a friend who does custom pots with 3D printing. We do also woodworking a gal, so shout out to Sylvan Orr, The Shine Effect, and Battle Tested 3D Printing, because these just supporting other people who are doing their dream as well. So kids, there's stickers, there's jewelry, there's journals, there's all sorts of fun plant-related stuff that they can check out, and then workshops.
That's what I wanted to ask you about, because
that's the fun.
It's actually where we can maybe get a little bit better at, how we take care of our own house plants and maybe just, our gardens in general.
Absolutely.
Is education huge for you over at SoCal?
Oh, yeah. My process has I've been so blessed by everybody who's been patient with me and helped educate me throughout the years. And so I just want to return that favor and help other people out. And so we do propagation 101, plant care, succulents and sangrias for the ladies. We do mommy and me plant parties, all sorts of things just to get people to work together, have a good time. You can't beat a hands-on experience.
Can I ask you about the garden and greenhouse rental?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
please.
I just found this on your website. I'm on SoCal Soul.com because I always get the dashes and the slashes mixed up. You know, I always do. Now, this is located behind the building, correct?
It is.
Fill me in on this opportunity.
Yeah, so I mean, this is why, again, the building was just such a unique find for me to have a green space in the middle of a city like that. It's a great little corner lot with a greenhouse and raised garden beds. So last year I started doing vegetable and herb gardening out there, planted some wildflowers, and they have fruit trees, apples, and cherries. So we're going to kick it up a couple notches this year and really adding strawberries, blueberries, a lot more wildflowers. But the idea will be once it's all up and running that you could rent the space for photos, the little greenhouse for tea parties or picnics or family, little mini events. So it's just a really beautiful space to enjoy once it gets warm.
I love it. And whoa, you have a workshop today?
Tonight, yes.
What? Oh no, succulent workshop this evening. Can people still register for this?
It is sold out. I'm sorry to say, but there will be more, I promise.
So just so I kind of have an understanding for our audience, what do those workshops kind of break down like? Is it dependent on what the topic is, or are they all going to have a similar structure?
Everyone's a little different. Now, when it comes to the succulent ones specifically, they have a general structure that we follow, and it is coming in. We talk about the care for succulents, about not overwatering. Also, then you get a chance to build a custom creation. So you pick out your pot, pick out your succulent. You have a little topper pebbles on top, a little pick. You get a care card. We put it all together. We walk you through the process on how to do that. And it's just a lot of fun. So
really cool. And then, as you know, we got to get to the meat and the taters of this interview, the grand opening celebration. So there's a lot going on this coming Saturday.
Yes, there is.
Are you prepared?
We're getting there. I feel like the morning of, I'll definitively say, yes, I am ready. Right now, I'm like, about 99%.
We'll get there.
Right, we'll get there. It's fine.
So filming it on the Shaboozys from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. We can stop by 301 North Main Street in Edwardsville to hang out with Jamie and celebrate the occasion. But there's some giveaways too.
Yes, absolutely. So a couple things. One, when you come in, the first 50 people to make a purchase of any amount will get a free 2-inch succulent. So just a fabulous little gift for you with a care card, mind you, to help you out with it. And then also you have a chance to enter for a $150 shopping spree.
Whoa.
So yeah, we really want to bring people in and encourage them to find some plants that really light them up and talk to me about how we can take care of them and so they can thrive in your homes.
That's really cool. They won't let me walk out with the succulent. No.
I should have brought one for you. I debated, and I just thought, you know what? Man, missed opportunity.
No, you saved the succulent. Because even though I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of with succulents how maybe some people are with, outside cats. You overlove them, and then all of a sudden you kind of have a problem on your hands.
Right.
All the time. And now, are some of the folks from the 3D printing are going to be on hand too, and all that?
Yeah, so I will have products from everybody
really cool.
on display there available. We have information about each vendor who's represented so that you can reach out to them personally, shop their stuff as well, because again, we just want to promote other local businesses and people who are chasing down their dreams.
Yeah, 100%. Now, how's the family support system been on this journey?
Good. The kids, are borderline indifferent some days. I think they were really pumped at the beginning. I've got 2, and one's about to be 13, and I think she's just in full-on preteen mode with but my little guy who turns 9 next week, shout out to Colin and Madison, he's a lot of fun. He loves playing in the plants in the garden.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is he the planter?
He is. He's the hands-on one, quality control. He was counting the cash in my in the cash box the other day. He's like, I'm like, I don't think you need to be back there, buddy. Move on.
Well, and where you're located at in Edwardsville is a really great spot to be at, too.
Yes, it is.
Was that just something that you kind of had your eye on for a long time, or was that just a happening circumstance where you saw that it was open and went, oh, duh.
Great question. 2 years ago, actually, a friend was walking by and saw a for rent sign there, and I went and toured it and just fell in love. But I was in no place to really, I was just kind of formulating this whole concept, and I wasn't ready. And I just thought, oh my God, I love this. and I saw the garden, and it just really sank into me, and call it a manifestation of some kind, but it just stayed with me through the years. And last year when I found out the garden space was at least available, I reached out and was working on that. And then the current tenant said, you know what, actually I want out early. And so it was like, oh my God, here we go. Like,
This is it.
Yeah, like, I wasn't ready to start, but yes, let's do this. Why not?
That's really cool. And now, even the grand opening, 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. this Saturday. What are your hours going to look like after that?
Great. Yeah, so going forward after that, it'll be Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sundays will be 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Because I'm actually still finishing school right now. So
No way! Okay, that is so
doing all
cool.
the things at once. So the beginning of the week is school, class. So once I graduate in May, then the hours will probably expand. But for now, just Thursday through Sunday. But it's been fabulous so far. So
Well, that's what I like, because, that way, too, I've noticed this, and I've made the same mistake, Jamie. You have some folks that go, man, I really need to get this done today. And then you rush through it, because it's Monday, and it's nice Monday, but gonna rain tomorrow.
Right.
And then you make a bad decision on a plant. You just wait until Thursday and go see Jamie.
that's right. I've got you covered.
And now, on top of it all, with the shopping sprees, you have to be there to win it too, or are you going to call and let the winner know?
Correct. I will call. So we're just taking emails. Is the easiest way, so we don't have to harass anybody. But yeah, write your email down. We'll put you in a little drawing. We'll get a hold of you, and then you can come back and schedule a time to shop at your leisure.
And a couple more things on just some of the opportunities. The cacti as well. I'm a big cactus person. I just think
Nice, okay.
cacti are wonderful. Now, are you going to have some different variations of cacti?
Of course, yeah. That's my big thing is I love variety.
Uh-huh.
So I just more than several, but yeah, you'll have quite a few to choose from. Everything from your classic prickly pear up to like an African milkweed. There's just so many cool different types. I actually was trying to debate on where to put them so little hands wouldn't necessarily stab themselves.
Yeah.
So I think we got it figured out.
Well, and Jamie, your prices are really affordable.
Thank you,
I'm not
yeah.
going to lie, I always get nervous about plants because sometimes certain greenhouses are a little pricey on items.
Right.
But I'm looking at this beautiful, an aloe vera plant for $11.99.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And then just some of the different cacti, a 4-inch cacti, $12.99. A 3-inch cacti, and then the 4-inch succulents, great price at $14.
Yeah, I try to keep it reasonable and in line because I know it's very easy to shop big box stores, and so I want to encourage people that to try local and try Main Street. And so we're going to try to do our best to keep in line with pricing.
Well, and I love the macrame opportunities too. These all look really cool. And you guys have every opportunity to check out what I'm looking at to purchase for yourselves, but I'm going to beat you to it at SoCal-Soul.com. That's SoCal-Soul.com. We've already been talking for 20 minutes, Jamie. What's the big call to action for this Saturday? What's the big elevator pitch for SoCal Soul?
Well, give it a shot. You've got nothing to lose. If you've killed a plant before, I promise you we can find you one that will work. If you can't make it out on Saturday, then of course, there's Thursday through Sunday. Come out, see me, talk to me, let me help you out. We'll turn that brown thumb green, I promise.
There you go. That was a hell of an elevator pitch, if I say so myself.
Thank you.
Jamie, the best of luck. Is there anything else we need to talk about today? Anything I forgot?
No, thank you so much for allowing me to be here and talking to everybody. I look forward to reaching out to the community soon.
Well, and the next time you're back, I will be out of primary day, so I'll be a lot more, a lot more on it here.
You're good.
At 10:39 and a little bit of change. It is the 19th day of March. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with more of our daily show. We should be talking to Madison County Theater Company before the show ends. We'll find out after this.